What's up, fuckers? It's tea time. The racist national convention continues, and it's a fright fest from the archives of hell. Who in the world is supplying the drugs at this televised Klan meeting? I thought El Chapo was bringing the party favors, but I don't think even lethal levels of cocaine can make people act like this. But Mike Pence has consumed something and appears to be publicly hallucinating a utopian delusion. What fucking country is he living in? He gave a speech about why we should re-elect Trump, but I didn't catch any policies for the second term. Just some caveman bullet points. Biden bad, Trump good. The Trumpublicans continue to praise their creamsicle-colored clown for destroying democracy, and they keep warning us about the dangers of Biden's America. I think we got a glimpse of Biden's America when Obama was in office. Does anybody else remember those glorious days? Trump took over and transported us right into Satan's butthole. Trump has redefined the USA, the ununited states of atrocity. Trump's America is a white supremacy horror film. Black people are being murdered in broad daylight by police, they're being murdered in their sleep, and white 17-year-olds can illegally roam the streets with assault rifles and murder innocent people. Kyle Rittenhouse goes on a mini killing spree and then is praised by people like Ann Coulter, who tweet endorsed him for president last night. How Trumpy of you, Ann. But let's not forget Tamir Rice was only 12 when playing with a toy gun when he was murdered by a cop. Maybe it's things like this that cause riots in America. Pence wants to prosecute people who tear down the Confederate bird toilets, but I haven't heard one word about prosecuting police officers who just can't stop murdering our black brothers and sisters. Okay. Trump's America is consumed with hellfire and hate. Pence claims that the pussy-grabbing commander-in-chief will always support the right of Americans to peacefully protest, but when we have NFL players peacefully protesting, Trump says that the sons of bitches need to be fired. Pence, the geriatric Cabbage Patch Kid, also claimed Trump has kept his word to the American people. Now, I'm only human and I do make mistakes, but I've checked my records and I'm pretty fucking sure Trump never promised to ignore a deadly virus, stick his head up Putin's ass, and allow black people to be mindlessly slaughtered anywhere and everywhere on American soil. Can someone fact check me on this? Pence even had the audacity to say that he's watched Trump endure unrelenting attacks and still get up and fight to keep promises he made to the American people. Again, bitch, what fucking country are you living in? Because I have watched this pumpkin spice doomsday machine spend over $136 million of taxpayer money to get bogey after bogey at the golf course. Is there really law and order when an unarmed black man can be held by cops and get shot in the back multiple times in front of his children? We live in a world where someone can try to stop violence and we repay him with a wheelchair and a fucking colostomy bag. But a couple of married white supremacists can point guns at protesters and then get invited to speak on national television. Oh, and Mike Pence, that black man's name is Jacob Blake. I figured you didn't know because you didn't mention his name once last night. Something Pence also forgot to mention was that the Oakland policeman he praised last night was murdered by someone who wasn't a Black Lives Matter protester at all. He was killed by a white supremacist, a boogaloo boy, someone who's probably planning to vote for Trump. The devil's in the details, Mikey, and I think it's safe to say that the devil also may be in that void that you call a heart. So I guess it makes sense that you endorse Trump's America, a place of death, despair, and darkness. Biden may be old, but he is the future, because sometimes it feels like Trump has stuffed America in a hot tub time machine. We've gone backwards, right back to the 1918 pandemic, back to the Great Depression, back again to the 1960s riots over racism and civil rights, back to when white people could lynch black people just for looking at them sideways and face no consequences, except having their racist buddies buy them a round of drinks. Vote blue and we'll pull through. Vote red and we'll all be dead. I want everybody to have a great fucking day unless you're voting for our current commander-in-chief.